What's up, y'all? This is Shots Fired, the 10th hour, the last and final episode. I had to watch this twice before I came back to give y'all a review because I was live tweeting last night, so I wasn't taking notes. But first of all, hand claps and finger snaps to Gina and Reggie Bythewood, the cast, the writers, the producers, directors, everybody that was involved with Shots Fired and bringing this story to life. Man, kudos. It's just so ironic that it's on the Fox TV network, considering that Fox News is like an opposition of what they were trying to portray on this show. Okay, so let me get right into it. I really do hope that they can give us more of this. This is supposed to be the final episode of the entire series, but as I've stated in previous videos, there is so much going on in today's America that the Department of Justice is involved in that they could bring at least Ash and Preston back as characters. The fact that they are still pursuing Platt, and I still think Arthur can go down. Just because he wasn't indicted don't mean he can't get convicted. But because he's still pursuing Arlen too, there's a lot of things that they can bring back in to bring a lot of these characters back to the screen. So, you know, I'm going to tag them in this video. Anyway, let's get started. It starts off, my question is answered. Breland is dead. Oh, it starts off with the coroner zipping up his body on the street while his daughter, Tess, is looking out, shattered with tears dripping down her face. Platt is in the house trying to comfort her, and she shunned him. He steps out the house and calls in the cavalry, baby. Baby, he calls in the cavalry. Everybody, get their ass up. Let's ride. That's basically what he's yelling. So, Breland's lawyer phones in to Preston like, hey, bro, let me tell you what happened. Breland's dead. Preston like, what the hell? What happened? I thought he was finna turn over and tell Ash, but he didn't do that. They next cut to Gate Station. I mean, a barrage of police cars, sirens wailing, rush in on Gate Station, banging on people's doors left and right. Pastor Janae rolled up like, hey, what the fuck is going on? She calls up Ash like, hey, sis, you need to get down here right now. Right now. Something about to go down. So, they, Preston and Ash, they show up, not together, but at the same time. And they're like, what the hell is going on? You are violating all kinds of people's rights. You're using excessive force. This is borderline harassment. Platt tell them, I don't give a damn. One of mine is gone, and I'm going to knock on every damn door up in here every day until I find out who did it, until somebody talk. Because this was the last place he was seen. He stopped by her to talk to Shamika ass, and now he gone. So, Yield stop cop. He about to roll up and knock on Shamika door, but oh, Caleb steps up. Brooks steps up like, no, I got this one. So, he goes in and he tells her, look, Breland was shot. Y'all know anything? So I'm like, no, we don't know nothing. He said, all right, y'all just stay in the house, okay? So, he getting them to stay in the house. And a young man starts to bolt across the yard. I mean, they body check his ass. Like, oh, body checking good. And Pastor Janae is out there like, hey, record everything. Get it all. This America. This is the America y'all showing us. Y'all gave more respect to Bin Laden. What the hell? And I'm like, you sure right, girl. So, there was this little boy out there with his little super soaker gun. He was aiming at Platt like, I got my sights on you, fool. But Breland was looking back at that ass like, yeah, I remember everything. Your time will come, young man. Your time will come. So, ooh. So, Preston questions asked about her whereabouts. Like, what you do? What you do, Ash? Where you go? She tells him, look, hey, I had to be by myself. I need to go for a ride. So they go to Texas, to Breland's house, and they question his wife and try to find out, if he gave them any information that could help him understand what's going on. And Tess was like, look, he told me he was there when Joey Campbell got killed. He helped try to cover it up. He was blackmailing somebody as well to try to keep it covered up. And he wanted to clear his conscience. So that's why he was going to the Campbells. And Ash decides that she's going to go talk to the little clown who confessed and said that he was selling weed for Joey to Jesse. And I forgot all about his little clown ass. But yeah, Ash stepped up to him and shook his ass real good and got a little confession out of him saying that he lied, And she told him, when your ass get on the stand, you better keep to this fucking story. That's all I'm saying. Otherwise, you going to jail. Point blank, period. So, Pierce tries to convince Preston, do not bring race into this case. It's going to turn people against you. It's going to make them feel uncomfortable. You don't want that to happen. Preston like, but it is about race. And I'm like, it is about race. You sure right, Preston. He always don't want to make the good white folk feel uncomfortable. Because that's pretty much who's going to be on the jury. And, and of course they want us to always forget about racial issues. It's always about race. It is. It is always about race. You sure right. So, during Ash's testimony, I did pick up that Preston was leaning towards, the sentiment of Ash, boo, what you do. I'm still trying to figure out what you do, trying to get an understanding. Beck lawyer assures him, look, you ain't got nothing to worry about, bro. Anytime a cop says that they fear for their life, they gonna be straight. Trust me, you cool. But I don't know why Beck ain't heard me by now. I've been trying to tell Mac Wiles, Tristan, baby, you more black than blue. You ain't trying to hear me though. So, Carrie and Alicia, they run into each other into the grocery store. Alicia doesn't know Carrie, but Carrie knows her. And the guilt and remorse that Carrie has on her face jumped in my chest. I felt it. It was like, I'm sorry that my husband killed your son. I can't even find the breath to breathe the words to say it to you. And I shouldn't say it to you because, man, that was a moment for me. That was such an unspoken moment from Carrie. Baby, these actresses are bringing it. They bringing it. But I was like, damn, she really do believe her husband did this. She really do believe it was not a self-defense. So, Governor Eamon trying to get back on my good side. Tells Platt, look her, your ass need to resign. And I'm demanding it. He said, I don't give a damn what you demanding. I ain't going nowhere. Girl, bye. She said, oh, I'm going to make you go. He said, well, we going to see about that. Let's find out what Orland think about that. And I'm like, really? Orland? Oh, shit. And then Caleb Brooks goes to testify. And people on Twitter was applauding him like, oh, he's stepping up, doing the right thing. And I'm thinking, screw you, Caleb. That's where I'm still at this point. Because you sit here saying, yeah, Beck wanted to do the right thing, but he wasn't the only one. I did too. Well, why didn't you? I mean, all the way up until this moment, you still didn't. You had every opportunity in the world to come out and say this was going on, this was going wrong. But you still didn't. So I'm still side-eyeing you, bro. Still side-eyeing you, bro. I ain't got no hand claps and finger snaps for you. And he make a statement that says, he tried to push the whole argument towards the fact that, yes, I know the police is corrupt, but the black community turned their back on Beck too by calling him the sellout. We as white people, we would never do that. Yeah, but y'all called us so much more. Y'all done to us so much more. Hear the damn dog licking itself all in the background. I'm like, y'all done to us so much more. And then the video of Beck at the picnic resurfaces. But this time we get it in its entirety. And it seemingly helps Beck's character is that he's not a racist. That, you know, that was really just a joke, as he was saying before. And, you know, he said he just really want to do good. Okay. So they find out the auto shop boy done got arrested. Platinum picked him up, said there was drugs on his compound. How convenient was that? So now he can't testify. His lawyer, he done lawyered up, and the lawyer's like, yeah, Ash pretty much punked him out of that confession. So yeah, he ain't gonna speak. He ain't gonna testify at all. So, but Ash and Preston, they still stepping around the elephant in the room. Like, somebody say something. Ash, did you do it? Preston, what you want to know? Somebody say something. I'm like, say something, I'm giving up on you. That used to be my song. That used to be my jam, y'all. But that's basically what they feeling right now. I mean, I love that song. But Preston goes back in to close out the grand jury. Ash telling us, you better give the best speech ever, you know. So now, during this closing arguments, we get to see what really happened when Beck pulled over Jesse. We already knew he pulled him over for racial profiling. White boy in a black neighborhood, ain't nothing here but drugs. Same thing happened over here in my neighborhood. Anytime I see somebody white over in this neighborhood, that's exactly what they here for. Buying that heroin, that smack shit. The bitches even have the nerve to come out here and sit in front of my house and shoot the fuck up. So every time they over here, with the exception of the people across the street, her son is married to a white girl. I know her face. But yeah, for the most part, that's was 99.9% of the time, that's what they over here for. And this ain't even no drug infested neighborhood. The drug dealers drive over here to this neighborhood to sell them the shit. Ain't that some shit? But okay. So, while I'm watching the video, I said this before, the very first time we saw that video, like, why is nobody asking the damn truck driver who was driving that truck what the fuck happened? Because the shooting happened right as his truck was passing. He was not for, I mean, come on, nobody asked him. Nobody thought to say who was in that truck. Nobody. Okay, so from what it looks like to me, maybe I was wrong. Beck pulled him out the car, which he shouldn't have done. Jesse reacted, put his hands up against him, kind of shook back, pushed at him, pushed back at him, which is a natural reaction if somebody is grabbing at you, you trying to, it's a natural reaction. So in that instant, Beck pulled his gun, unloaded 4 shots into him. Now, we don't know for certain if Beck was really afraid for his life. We don't know for certain if Beck really thought he was reaching for that gun. It's a possibility, but it's an even greater possibility that he wasn't. He was just trying to get him off of him. So, yeah. But during that whole little thing, Preston was giving one of the best speeches of his career. And I'm saying, you better speak, boy. But at the same time, I'm sitting here thinking, if only somebody would go that hard for us when it's one of our black or brown bodies on the ground. If only. So then he goes to Beck's house. He's sitting there watching the news with Carrie. Then you see the popo and the media roll up and a bunch of protesters to follow. Caleb comes to the door and he tell him, hey, bro, I'm so sorry, but I'm here to arrest you. They indicted his motherfucking ass. And although I want justice to be served, we as black people know that when it's a black person in authority compared to a white person in authority, that black person is still going to be taken to the ringer. Why? Because they're motherfucking black. It's not necessarily like, oh, justice prevailed this time. No, he was black. And that's why they decided to throw the book at him. So, This is how it always goes down. I mean, I'm still confused about why Beck didn't testify. This lawyer really think he had it in the bag, but they didn't call him in to testify at all. I mean, hell, they gave Darren Wilson goo gobs of hours in front of the grand jury to testify on his behalf. George Zimmerman too. And they didn't get indicted. So maybe that's what the problem was. Beck should have testified for him not to get indicted. But again, like I said, I want justice to be served. But I bet. Because sometimes, even though they arrest white officers, or if they do decide to indict the white officer, they still get off. They don't get charged. They get set free. I bet you Beck ass going to jail. How much you want to put on it? I bet you. Anywho, then the theme song plays. Who sings that song, y'all? I'm not asking the question just to be asking. I want to know who is singing it. Like, I love it. What is it? How it starts off? If our stars don't shine in the darkness, where do we go from here? Is this the land of the free or the heartless? Where do we go from here? My voice cracked and all that shit. Is it a whole song or is it just that chorus? Because that's the only part I've ever heard. But I just love it. Oh, I need that. I need that. Somebody record the whole damn thing if it's not a full recording. That's probably why ain't nobody ever told me who the hell sang the song. Who sings the song, y'all? Okay. Because my damn SoundCloud or my SoundHound did tell me. Maybe I should have had Shazam downloaded and I probably would have got it. I don't know. Okay. So finally, Ash and Preston addressed the elephant. Almost. They sitting up there. She like, you should be celebrating. He like, I don't feel like celebrating. And she said, what did you mean when you asked me, or when you made the statement about you understand how people could take matters into their own hands? Is that something that you want to ask me? And he like, is it something you want to say? She's like, yeah, it sure is. This right here, this us, it ain't working. Because I would at least have respect for you if you came to me and asked me what the hell you thinking. But since you can't, yeah, I can't hang with that, bro. So, 3 weeks later, and now it's Arlen's time in front of the grand jury. And they put his ass on the stand. First, Shamika speaks. And DeWanda Wise makes me cry every time she does. That girl knows how to draw emotion out of that character and make you feel exactly what she feels. Every time she shed a tear, I got a thug tear coming down my doggone self. Every time. Pastor Janae was outside of the courthouse, you know. Make it right, you must indict. Make it right, you must indict, you know. And after Shamika testifies, Pierce tells him, go ahead and rest your case right now, right? Because you already got a good testimony from Shamika. You got a good testimony from Corey. I think that's enough. And Preston is like, nah. Now until I get Arlen ass up on that stand. So that's how Arlen gets up there. And remember what I said? Darren Wilson got up there. Zimmerman got up there. And they got off. What you think happened here? They let that motherfucker go. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. They let his ass walk. We knew it was going to happen. We knew it was going to happen because that's the way it always happens. If it's a white cop shooting a black man, they always get off. If it's a white person shooting a black person, man, woman, whatever, they get the fuck off 99% of the time. My statistics ain't probably accurate, but that's what it fucking feel like, because that's what it seems like it's always happening. They get off. No indictment. Nothing at all. He was scared. He was afraid for his fucking life. Beck said he was afraid too, but Beck didn't get off. Arlen wasn't even supposed to be there. Not that he was afraid for his life and all. I randomly shot him. And I thought I was pulling for my taser and I pulled for my gun. He wasn't even supposed to effing be there. He got off. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. That's all. Ash comes to comfort Preston. And Governor Emmons, she on the news doing the interview, and she's saying that she's going to reinstate Sean's education incentive. And the lady like, hey, ain't that the same thing that Arlen Cox was going to fund? Governor say, no, I don't need him no more. I got my own benefactors. He's no longer affiliated with this program. And then like, this is probably political suicide. You getting rid of one of your biggest donors. And she said, I don't care. If I lose, I'm losing with clean hands. So I'm like, okay, the governor trying to get back in my good favor. She really is. So Preston learns from the heads up that he is not allowed to pursue Platt no matter what evidence he has against him. But Preston got other plans because Breland's lawyer already said that Breland had some information that he wanted to share with them, and he believed that he had a storage unit. So Preston goes question Breland's wife, and Tess was like, yeah, we already found the key. And she said the only thing we didn't know is where it was located, but they felt safer giving the key to Platt instead of the lawyer. So now Platt has the key. Of course, Platt gonna find out where this location is at. A gate station can't be that doggone big. Can't that be that many storage units out there? So Preston calls the lawyer and was like, hey, by chance you come across that address yet? He's like, yeah, I already gave it to Ash. He's like, you gave it to Ash? So now Preston down Ash again. He's like, hey, just shoot it to me real quick. Preston goes over there, busts up the logo storage place. He goes in, goes to some paperwork, and he finds a recording that's implicating Platt in the cover-up of Joey. It's really giving information on Arlen too, you know. But while he's there, Platt rolls up. Of course he does. He said, hey, look like you breaking and entering here. Put your weapon down, son. So Preston tell him, hey, we got you, dog. We got you. We know that you covered up Joey's murder. We know that you've been falsifying documentation. And you done killed one of your own. He was going to roll on your ass. And Platt say, look, this is my family. That's all I got. Unasked that damn tape. Preston looking like, oh shit, what's about to happen? But into the rescue comes Ash. Come through, Ash. Come on through, girl. And she came through with the warrant. She went and talked to Governor Emmons, got a warrant for the facility. She said, we got a warrant for that there. So no, we ain't giving you nothing. We about to arrest your ass. Get out on the ground, motherfucker. Put the gun down. Come through, Ash. Come through. Yeah, save your boo. So, oh my goodness. Preston and Ash finally go back to the place where they first danced, the restaurant they first went out to. And I guess Preston set it up where he had the old boy unlock it for him. They going up in the joint. He got his little music on, playing the song that they was dancing to, you know. They danced a little bit, and then they finally addressed the elephant. Ash is like, did you really think I killed Breland? He said, you know, yeah, I did. But let me explain. I know that you love your daughter and that you would do anything for her. She said, that's what you really thought about me? Like, what the fuck, you know? He's like, yes, but now I know better. I know that you meant to do good, that you are a good person. That's what I do know. So, you know, they kiss and make up and dance the little night away. I'm like, uh-oh. So Pastor Janae is giving her a little rally at the church. And she's saying, you know, what we already know. They let that motherfucker go. But they locked up the black man for doing the exact same damn thing. What we need to do is have more jurors that look like us on the jury. I'm one that's totally against jury duty. I am, for myself, because the system don't work. I don't give a fuck. You can have 12 black jurors and they say that the motherfucker guilty, and the judge can come back and say, you know what, I don't believe that, and he could change the plea. The person could file an appeal, and everything that you found guilty, all that hard work that you did, so come back, it's a slip or something, come back and say, you know what, that motherfucker gonna go free. Because it's not about justice. The courtroom is not about justice. It's a fucking popularity contest. It's up to each lawyer to see who is going to be the one to convince the jury the best that what they said should be appealed to. It ain't about the fucking law. So I hear it though. Register to vote. I totally agree. If you believe that serving on a jury is best for you, do that. It's just not for me. That's probably why I got a warrant out for my arrest for jury duty. I gotta go get that shit straightened out. Because I always go. I just got arrested the last time I went to jury duty. Anywho, while they're at the little rally, Brooks comes in to speak, and I'm still side-eyeing his ass. He's basically saying, you know, I love this community. This is my community. And I think we should all work together. Okay. Sounds good. Preston rolls up on Orland with 10 pages of documentation. Like, look here, bruh. We got all these civil rights violations on you at your prison institutions. I'm coming for that ass. Trust and believe that shit. Ash gets to go home and spend her supervised time with Kai. Hopefully she gets the therapy that she needs. Preston's back at the place packing up the joint. He leaves the picture of Joey and Jesse up on the cork boards. And then we see Jesse at school talking to one of his friends. They're walking along the campus. And then he bumps into somebody. And it turns out that that's Joey Campbell. It was like a Crash moment. You remember the movie Crash? When everybody in that movie was connected in some kind of way and they just didn't know. That's what that moment was. They had that Crash moment with Joey and Jesse connected on the campus. And remember, Joey was on the campus because Pastor Janae was trying to get him into the school, so he did a tour of the campus. So they never met, but they met, and they never realized how much their lives were going to connect once they crash into each other. That was a good episode, baby. That was a good episode. This was a good series. This was a good show. I am so glad to have been a part of watching this, recapping and reviewing it. I want to thank all of my watchers for coming back and watching it with me, commenting on the channel. Please still comment, like, share, subscribe on this video today as well. Bring your friends to the channel. Tell your friends, come watch Poetry's channel, because I'm still got a lot of recaps and reviews that are going to come up throughout the summer and back in the fall. I started watching some other shows that I may go ahead and review that I didn't expect to, but shots fired. Can I give them a standing O? I don't know if I'm going to be in the camera with my standing O, but yes, yes. Good job. Peace.